Why does it feel like it's getting lighter down here? Oh, oh, okay. So this was a dumb idea like I thought. Okay, that's cool. Hi. Okay, I hope this is working this time. Okay, so hi. As you can see today, I'm playing this game called Lightkeeper. I forgot what it was about, but it looked interesting. I think we're like some princess that wakes up in a tower or something. I don't know. I'm not good at these intros, am I?
5 minutes later.
Anyway, this is going on way too long, and I'm just talking and talking. Whatever. Let's just get into this game. The last thing I remember feeling was a cold claw hand gripping a hold of my face. Oh, okay. Seeing something move within the shadows, just barely out of my peripheral vision. It was that. Then my vision was shrouded in darkness. Darkness is rare in the kingdom of Lumien. However, I'm not in Lumien anymore, am I? The kingdom of light never had a heavy human air like the atmosphere of wherever I am. The castle never felt this cold. You arose from the bed in your cell, pondering your new predicament. Oh, something tight was clasped around your throat. You could feel it tugging you back the moment you tried to stand up. A chain? No way, was I taken? Imprisoned? The metal around your neck was firm, but your eyes trailed down to the chain it was attached to. The cracks in the wall indicated that wherever you were, it was quite old. This could be to your benefit, if your suspicions were correct. As the princess, of course, you were trained exactly what to do should a situation like this happen. Stay put and wait to be rescued, or help will always find you. I can't just stay put. There has to be something I can do, other than just sit here helplessly. You gather your strength and try. You gather. You gather your strength, trying to conjure a bit of light to get a better view of your surroundings. Nothing. Huh? You felt weak, drained. The magic you had feels limited now. A dizzy, numbing situation coursed through your mind, spreading to your fingertips. Whatever you did, it seemed you would have to make do without magic for now. Focusing on it only made you feel feeble. Perhaps wearing out the chain link first would be the best course of action. Do you want. Yes? Press the right keys before time run. Oh gosh, okay. Oh my gosh! Um, um, you could smell the salt water the sea from your bed. That scent only got stronger the second you walked towards the window in the room. An endless dark sea greets you. Light appears to be circling around the building, parting through the thick fog every few moments. Looking down, you realize your prison must be towards the top of the tall tower. A lighthouse, most likely. There are sharp, jagged rocks decorating the base of the lighthouse below. They almost look like a natural defense mechanism to keep anything unwanted out. How did I even get here? I just really felt that so fast. See, these I'm not a computer control person, okay? I'm just not. I play with controllers and handheld devices. did did I really just stay asleep through a trip by the sea? Wait, huh? I'm pretty sure I just got a bad end or something. You could smell the salt water scent of the sea from your bed. Towards the top. Wait, did I not already read this? Huh? They almost look like. Huh? How did I even get here? Did I really sleep through the whole trip by the sea? Huh? What is happening? Oh! Looking upwards, you see a painting of a dark figure above your bed. A fabric draped over the face, yet you still recognize the woman in the painting. After all, you've heard countless stories about her. Her scars were deep enough to show the most tainted magic hiding beneath her scaly exterior. What? An aura of intimidation strike through your heart vigorously. Kin of Dragon, Reaper of Enlightened Souls, the Lightkeeper. She's been causing problems all throughout Lumien since as long as you can remember. She must have taken me. But why? Is it for the power over my kingdom, or... Oh, so I'm supposed to be looking around. Okay. A chandelier gently sways overhead and emanating a dim light around the room. You admire the aesthetic silently. Okay. More things that are barely out of your reach. You had never felt so restricted before. Helpless, weak. Your worries only increase the longer you think about your predicament. The bed you woke from suddenly. You have no recollection of how you got here, nor how long you've been here. However, one thing was certain. As long as you remained in this room, there wasn't much you could do to pass the time. You thought on how comfortable the bed was. Given the situation, it was tempting, like cheese in a mousetrap. You could indulge, or you could reconsider the possibility of breaking the chains. They didn't look very strong. Worst comes to worst, you could always say it broke on its own. Yeah, I'm gonna try to break the chains this time and not mess it up. Okay. Okay. What the heck? What did Okay. I think I'm just assuming that like I was supposed to press it and like what I saw on the screen, but I think I was supposed to be actually keeping up with what keys I pressed. See, cause I clicked up, right? But I was expecting it to go to the next key, but I saw up again, so I clicked up. Okay, let's try this again. Oh my gosh. This is so sad. Okay. God. This kid. As the link of chains break, you still find the shackle around your neck to be completely unmovable. Oh, well. At the very least, you could now walk around a room you were shut inside of. Okay, so... The potted plant serves as one of the few decorations in the room. Immediately, the cell was nicer compared to those found in most dungeons. It was rare to see one held captive in a room with plants, paintings, and a view of the sea. A journal of some sorts laid on the edge of the window. Looking at it, you notice it had writings about the upkeep of the place you were locked inside of. Why is this here? Does this room belong to the keeper of the lighthouse? You scan through the notebook for anything that could prove useful to you. Attempt number 13, Magical Security System. Repairs to the old magical generator have proven successful. We managed to power them using crystals collected from the depths of Lumien's sacred mines. My servant had implemented an emergency security override successfully last night, testing these crystals. I ordered them to hide them for the time being among the lighthouse. You read further, hearing details describing what this security override could do. It seemed that you would be able to strengthen the security or completely disable it if you collect the 3 of those crystals and hook them up to the generator. Interesting. I suppose my best chance of survival would be to track down these crystals to gain access to the security. But where could they be? Does this candle do anything? Okay. candlelight flickers, being one of the only senses of warmth and light filling the room. Seeing as you are powerless, keeping a light source close by may prove useful. Do you want to? Sure, why not? Clutching the candle holder tightly, you feel the slimiest sense of comfort. Oh, slimmest. Slimmest sense of comfort being able to see more of your surroundings. I got a candlestick. Okay, what about this? This feather? No, it doesn't do anything? Okay. What is this for over here? Nothing? Okay. So I guess we're leaving this room now. You jiggled the handle of the door. Fully expecting it to be locked, you found yourself pleasantly surprised to hear a click. The rusted door creaked so loudly it made the rest of the room feel deafeningly silent by comparison. However, after a few moments of the quiet lingering, you feel it is safe to move past your enclosure. Yes, I want to leave the room. The silence was replaced by the sounds of your unsteady steps tapping against the cold ground. Upon walking into the room, you felt a chill run down your spine, or rather, crawl down your spine. The tingling sensation felt like something small had got into your clothes, exploring your skin in ways most discomforting. The tiny little legs creeped their way down your torso and towards your ankles. The unbearable itch spread across your leg, and the crawling continued. The longer it went on, the more you felt like there were multiple insects clamoring around you rather than just one. I'll check my legs. Grabbing the hem of your nightgown, you were expecting to see a sea of beady eyes and microscopic limbs decorate your ankles. You anxiously pulled it to take a look. Nothing. Not a single ant, spider, or centipede. Nothing was present on your legs to give a clue as to what you were feeling moments before. Okay. Looking in drawers, you found an array of tools that looked like they were made for vivisections? What is that? And as well as various food meant for insects and other animals. Nothing that seemed useful to you yet. You see an array of pen bugs and display cases decorate the walls. You feel pity for the beautiful creatures. At least their beauty will not go to waste, even in death. For a moment, you ponder how you would feel if your dead body was used as a decoration. Horrified. Okay? How terrifying to have yourself tampered with in such a way that you'll become a display piece. These poor creatures. Okay, there's nothing else to do, is there? What is this? Oh, that was leaving? Oh, okay. Oh. Can I look at the chandelier again? Yeah. So I can go back and forth between these rooms. That's interesting. You approach the closet. Oh, this is a closet door. With caution. There was a small note above it, though it was written in Draconic language you weren't well versed in. Judging by the way the handwriting was scratched on, you surmised it was an important note. A warning. Your hand grips the cold knob of the closet door, taking extra care to make minimal noise when turning it. You still weren't sure what could be lurking among the lighthouses after all. Slowly, carefully, your eyes were overwhelmed with the sight of 20 or so different kinds of bugs, all of them swarming, crawling, and hopping around different parts of the closet. It felt empty, save for the insane amount of webs, nests, and hives decorating each corner of the enclosure. Something sparkled among the chaos of the closet. Underneath a seat of centipedes and ants, a silver key rested on the shelf. You paused, unsure if it would be worth it to fish it away from the sea of insects before you. Take it. Taking a deep breath, you maneuvered your hand into the mess of the closet before you. You had a feeling these bugs were inherently harmless. It would be best to take conscience and try to pry the key without angering them. Oh gosh, okay. Oh! Oh, gosh dang. Okay, well, see, okay. One centipede crawling on you wasn't enough to make you panic, but the longer you tried to pry the key away from the insects, the more crawled onto your hand in turn. The feeling of thousands of tiny legs scrambling into your sleeves and up your arms was revolting. You drop the key onto the floor and start swatting at your arms. Of course, this only caused insects to panic as well, making them scramble around your body in the most chaotic fashion. The foul odor emitted for some of the bugs you squashed are repellent to other bugs, perhaps. A warning. However, these bugs didn't work like the way they did in Lumien. They were a kindred spirit, a vengeful species. The spiders, especially, didn't take too kindly to your squashing one of their own. Despite their small size, you saw one of them rapidly crawl, circles around your hand, encasing it in sticky, clingy web. Oh, wonderful. Shaking them off, you stumble backwards, feeling your breathing quicken. The more bugs tried to climb onto you from the floor below. Stop. No. Thousands of bites pierced your skin. You could feel irritating venom course through your veins. The agitation made you lightheaded. Every attempt to get them off of you made made more and more climb up your skin faster. Soon your face was completely covered in bugs. You felt a tickle in your ears. Disgusting. Tiny claws prodding into your nose and poking at your mouth. Seeing tiny kaleidoscope looking eyes staring back into yours as they made their mark on your eyelashes was enough to cause you to faint. The venomous creatures numbed your entire body as your eyes slowly closed for the last time. Yeah, clearly. Dang, I didn't do it fast enough. Ah. I'm finna. Dang. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I probably don't even need it, you know? Probably just trying to get it for no reason. Okay, X, Z, X, Z, down, X, X, Z. Oh, okay. Look, I did it. I finally did it. Oh, after successfully grabbing the key, you tried to guide any lingering bugs out of it. The silver on the key looked rusted as if it hadn't been touched in a long time. Can I save? For the love of God, please. Oh, thank you, because I'm not doing that ish again. Yeah, we're gonna save. Thank you. What's that? Excuse me? Why do I have HP? Okay. That's cool. That is so cool and wonderful and funky and fresh. The first thing you noticed upon properly entering the room was the cool atmosphere clinging to your skin. The darkness surrounding the room wasn't intense and terrifying like you feared, but rather relaxing instead. A bright glow emanated from the tank. A crystal floated in the water, practically beckoning you closer. The crystal felt more alluring than anything else you had seen in the lighthouse so far. How am I supposed to get that out? What is this? A weapon of great power lied before you. Its aura was intense, making you feel the weight of it before you even picked it up. The cool metal stung against your skin. You had a feeling this sort of weapon didn't take too kindly to strangers. I'm ever so sorry, but I may need your help. Forgive me. You got a hammer. Uh, for a brief moment, you contemplated the consequences if you smashed the glass with the hammer. No. Not only would that kill all of the fish inside, it would cause a catastrophic flood. Not to mention, it would definitely be enough chaos to draw suspicion. I'd be found out and locked away immediately. I'm certain of it. You look again towards the glass. Okay, then leave it. Even though I'm finna save again. I mean, what else are you supposed to do, girl? Clearly I'm supposed to smash this. Or maybe not. Okay, you attempted to get an idea of your surroundings, but the only thing you could take note of was the floor being made of wood due to the sound of the floorboards with your every step. Crack. I mean, creak, creak, creak. You paused a moment, reaching your hands out to try to feel any furniture that might be around. Creak. The floorbuds? The floorboards cried out. The only problem? You didn't make a step. Oh, to cause the noise this time. You held up the candle, which barely lit the dark room around you. There didn't appear to be much to this room at first glance. However, upon further inspection, you notice a hatch door on the floor. Just what could this lead to? I'm scared. Inside, you find something most unusual for items and drawers. A variety of old books of varying subjects. The most common theme among them seems to be the importance of other kingdoms. You eventually find one pertaining to the history of religion and folklore among the kingdom of Lumien. You notice a specific page unmarked. Bookmarked. I'm gonna put it back, and then I'm going to save the second file. Yeah. Alright. You didn't trust that last book's reputability, but you recognize some of the authors of these other history books. You thought they might have some valuable information if your curiosity tempted you enough to look. Your expression lit up. One of your favorite books of the divine was in the Lightkeeper's possession. A familiar sight comforted you as you opened the book. Wait, these footnotes, this is my handwriting. Whoa, what? Did they take my book when they kidnapped me? You skimmed over the text. The divine has intervened in mortal life only once, blessing the king of old who passed down this blessing throughout his family tree. The king always referred to this gift as the enlightenment. Not only has it been recorded that those with the enlightenment possess the ability to create blinding amounts of bright light, but it appears it affects each member of the royal family differently. A text taken from the king of old states that the light guides our path and makes us able to see that which is best for our people. We have the capability to see so little without light. Our eyes are not well adjusted to darkness. The enlightenment provides me and my kin the ability to see possibilities which others cannot, guiding them through the unfamiliar and providing safety. This is one of the most famous explanations for the enlightenment, with many philosophers and scholars having varying interpretations of any and all implications. The most popular theory to add on to this statement is that the enlightenment was a gift from the divine in order to protect the kingdom of Lumien from the evil darkness of shadows and the other dark foe. Your eyes darted to the handwriting scribbled underneath. Light is nothing without shadow. These two things work together in harmony to create a picture. The absence of one impairs visibility for all. You sighed, closing the book once more. As much as you adored the depth this author put into covering all the bases, you couldn't help but feel frustrated whenever someone used enlightenment's existence as proof that those who roam in darkness are evil incarnate. Your whole life has been dedicated to understanding the divine and the enlightenment, and you would continue to dedicate yourself until your dying breath. You gained the trait Lord Keeper. Okay? Amidst your frustration, you saw something etched into the back of the book you didn't recognize. The number 03 was written in a handwriting that looked so different from your very own. For a moment, you thought back to the note on the book closet. Could it be? Her name is Elizabeth. That's such a weird name. Is that something? No. Is there another book in here? Okay. Doesn't budge. Must be stuck. Listening closely, you feel like you can hear laughter from the other side. Um, what's down here? A hatch on the floor. You notice the wood here appears to be sturdier than the rest of the floor. Not that the distinction matters too much. Gently prying the hatch open, you could hear the sound of water nearly at rest beneath you. Huh? You could tell it wasn't in motion like the stream of or river, although the subtle movement indicated there must be something inside. Oh, I'll just reach my hand in. I'm scared. Okay, the water is cold. Freezing cold like the depths of the ocean. Your hand flinches, and retracts the moment it makes contact with water. Okay, I guess that's all we're doing, because I probably would have died if I just jumped in there. Oh wait, no, maybe I would have been able to get the... We'll see. I think I have to jump in there. Yeah, I think I have to jump in there. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to do another doggone... You hesitated at first, but when you saw the light of the crystal floating down beneath the depths of the tank, you had no choice. Gathering your courage, you plunged into the freezing water. Your body shriveled up on instinct to colliding with the bitterly cold water. Desperately, you tried to keep your mouth closed despite wanting to gasp on impulse. Your eyes adjusted to the darkness as you looked below you for the light of the crystal. There it is. Huh? Why does it feel like it's getting lighter down here? Oh, okay. So this was a dumb idea like I thought. Okay, that's cool. Looking up, you saw the source of the light you felt grow by the minute. A large beast swam before you, baring its teeth and slowly inching closer and closer. You cursed your decision making internally, your survival instincts kicking in as you swam down underneath the fish in attempts to disorient it. Oh! I did it! I did it! Aren't y'all proud of me? Your swift movements were enough to temporarily confuse the gigantic creature, enabling you to grab a hold of the magic crystal. You kicked and pushed through the water faster than you ever had before in order to make a clean escape towards the hatch. Oh wow! Emerging to the surface, you panically pulled yourself out of the hatch and onto the wooden floor. You keeled over, emptying the water in your throat and lungs onto the hardwood floor. The shift in temperature between the freezing cold water and the lighthouse was enough to cause immense discomfort to your entire body. Still looking down at the gemstone in your hand, you felt a wave of relief wash over you. You got a crystal. Okay. Is there something in this window? No? Okay. Let's see, what else is there to do? I don't know what else is there. Oh, a rather large bag of fish food catches your attention. Oh, this must be for the fish in the aquarium down below. What the F? So what am I supposed to do with that? Is it gonna become my friend now or something? Okay, well let's just go back and... Okay. Like, are you serious? Must be stuck. So what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do now? Like, there's nothing else to do here. Okay, so what else? The glass. case glints in the dim lighting. It feels perfect and serene. A shame you have. Don't break it yet? What is. What does this even read? What is. Huh? The preserved corpse of a princess. Yes, there will probably be people paying millions of dollars for such a thing. Odd people indeed, but at least that means I have value, I suppose. Oh, that's weird. I'm saving again. Okay, I guess I can just go ahead and smash this. Because I don't see a reason. Yeah, the glass shatters upon impact with the countless shards decorating the floor beneath you. With careful hands, you pry the crystal out of the casing. There we go. I'm terribly sorry, but there wasn't any time to find another solution. Oh, I could have found another solution? Oh, well. Is there anything else in this drawer? I'm just like... Okay. So, moving towards the next room, you pause in your tracks. Two voices could be heard nearby arguing. You pause your steps, hiding behind a door that was slightly creaked open to observe the situation. Oh. Oh, okay. What do you mean she's missing? You heard an imposing voice dominate the room, speaking to a dark folk creature who looked as if he wanted to be anywhere but here. The chain had been severed, my lady. The door was unlocked. The princess is missing. You peered into the doorway, seeing a 7 feet tall dragon-like creature hover over a small shadow of a being. Her scars swirled with uncanny power. The sight alone caused your breath to hitch. She tisked, looking down at the servant with a disapproving expression. You mean to tell me that you neglected my orders to ensure the prison was of quality? Lightkeeper swiftly grabbed a hold of the dark folk's chin, forcing their gaze up to her. Please forgive me, almighty Lightkeeper. I swear I will correct my error, please. You idiot. You saw the serpent cower in her grasp. This plan will only work if she's alive. You better find her fast. This is your last chance at redemption. If you continue to be so utterly incompetent. The dragon crouched down, slowly, taking her time as she forcefully let go of the serpent's face in a way that pushed them backwards. Your eyes widened as you saw this being's face contort and morph. Her skin near her mouth widened and pulled apart as if it were a sort of slime or putty. Her hands flexed, bearing claw-like nails that you could have sworn weren't there moments before. Scales grew and covered her body as if it were nothing. The snapping sounds of her bones rearranged to fill the larger space sent shivers down your spine. I'll find her myself and make an example out of your pathetic excuse for servitude. Oh, your gaze shifted to the poor servant nodding frantically. The tension in the air grew as the Lightkeeper's form slowly turned back to what it was moments before. She tisked, looking away from the pathetic thing in front of her. Get out of my sight, I have no time for this, she said authoritatively, and just like that, you saw the servant dart out of the room. The Lightkeeper lingered for a few moments, staring into the large tank that took up the majority of the room, filled up to the very top with water. Different types of aquatic plants coated the floor of the underwater tank, gently flowing in motion with the calm water. She couldn't have gotten far, not while her magic still blocked. She let out a discontented noise before stomping out of the room. You entered yourself after a few moments of silence. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm scared. I'm finna save on this one. To your surprise, the door is now wide open. Huh? It looks like there's another room behind the closet. A hidden room. How curious. We'll go in. You gonna go in? Okay. Walking into yet another eerie room, you couldn't shake the feeling that you were being watched. You cautiously walked forward, further into the room, looking back and forth for any signs of intelligent life. Nothing. Child of light, you stray far from your land. Has darkness become your salvation? An eerie voice whispered right into your ear, as if it were hovering behind you. Startled, you turned around, but were met with nothing once more. Am I going mad? I must be. No, you're perfectly sane, little firefly. You gasped, hearing a voice now, whispering directly into your other ear. Unsurprisingly, nothing was to your other side. You looked around with a sense of cautious confusion as the voice spoke out to you once more. Pray tell, what happens when an extension of such power as yourself strays far from the source it came from? Are you speaking of the... How observant. Yes, indeed, I am speaking of the divine. I can feel something about you. See something just out of reach in your mind. Come closer, child of light. I don't think I want to. Girl, I'm trying to look at stuff. I can tell it's coming from that mirror. So you want me to go there? Okay, that's cool. You found yourself strongly drawn to the mirror in the middle of the room, taking cautious step after another. You heard the familiar voice whisper once more. Good, now I can see you better. The voice rang in your ears, but you were now able to identify the source. The mirror was speaking to you. It was being chanted somehow. More importantly, however, you noticed it contained one of the very same crystals you needed for the security system. One's face can tell many tales, little firefly. You're interested in my protective crystal, are you not? Yes, admittedly. A reflection tells a story of your past, present, and undecided future. You heard a low, almost eerie chuckle escaping an enchanted object. Tell you what, indulge me. Let me see your story. Let me peer into your very soul, and perhaps I'll give you my crystal in return. Peer into my soul? I'll just be looking at you very, very closely. Just comply, and the crystal will be yours. I need to think about it to suit yourself. I'll be here when you change your mind. Like, can I look now? Okay. Like, this sounds like a bad idea, but how else am I gonna get this crystal for the generator? So, okay, fine. Wonderful. Now, where to begin? The mirror tisk and tutted to itself, leaving you to stand there awkwardly in front of it while it thought to itself on what information it wanted to know. You actually managed to get a better look at your reflection here. The nightgown had certainly seen better days after everything you've been through. Your eyes trailed upwards, looking at your face, and then... Huh? You made a confused noise, getting closest to the mirror to look at yourself. Something the matter, princess? Your hand gently traced the bows of your hair, fixing them up ever so slightly to lay better on your head. I don't remember putting these bows in my hair before bed. I haven't worn anything like this in a long time. I'm not even sure if these bows are mine. Where did they come from? Oh, is that so? If you like, princess, I could search your memories for an answer. Perhaps the information you seek is out of your mind in a weakened condition. In fact, this might be the perfect place to start to understand your story better. Yes, the bows are a good place to start. The mirror spoke, not bothering to wait for your consent to search your mind. The crystal above it glowed and made a slow hum. as you saw the contents of the mirror change and distort. Your mind felt numb as the hum got louder and louder. You became lightheaded and slightly dazed, but you managed to keep a steady footing on the ground beneath you. You saw flashes of your time in the lighthouse appear before you bit by bit, like watching your life rewind at a rapid speed. The only difference is it appeared to not be from your perspective. What a strange thing to look at yourself from a viewpoint outside of your eyes. You saw yourself waking up, the bows indeed tied neatly in your hair, just just a little further back in. Wait, You started to protest until a wave of dizziness overcame you once more. It would be wise not to interrupt me while this is happening, Princess. While I'm connected to you, your reflection is connected to me. Disrupting my process would be rather unpleasant. The mirror was digging up memories of your life prior to the lighthouse. The further back it went, the more uneasy you felt. I mean, the mirror just said it's bad to interrupt it. Just stay calm. You focus your energy into maintaining your composure, looking over to the mirror frame. You watch time move backwards silently. Those bows don't appear to be anywhere here. The mirror said, although to you it felt obvious this mirror had a different goal in mind than finding your bows. Suddenly, the rapid movements of your past came to a halt. The mirror was replaying your memories to you. It connected to your mind and made you relive the moment to experience the same feelings, smell the same smells, and feel the world around you that you were once so familiar with. You felt the scorching sun against your face. It was hotter than hell on that fateful day. The crackling sound of fire around you as you were led to the ritual grounds only made by your feelings of unease worse. Whoa, what? The only thing you could rely on in this moment were your senses other than sight. The blindfold and restraints made it hard to do much else. You heard cheering from a crowd, praise to your God from your royal advisor. He loudly rambled to the audience of what you could only assume was your entire kingdom. You had long since given up any hope, and your advisor could tell from the way he spoke. He talked to you as if you were a savior who would be one with the divine in mere moments, consumed by the light of fire getting closer and closer to your skin. More religious leaders from your kingdom chanted a language you spent your life dedicating to learning, spouting holy words that would end in your demise. They said your sacrifice would save them all. You heard a scream. At first, you had assumed it was the cheering of the crowd getting more intense, but then it was followed by another and another. A cry from your advisor to stop the ritual was heard as the floor beneath you shook and trembled. You felt someone grab you rather forcefully, dragging you off the platform you were propped on top of and ripping you off your blindfold. An invasion of dark figures from a neighborhood kingdom were interrupting the ritual, killing off every guard in sight. You were ushered off to a falsified sense of safety. Internally, you were grateful for the ambush, even if it will only prolong your life temporarily. But you could never forget the unease you felt when you saw how many people were out in the crowd, all staring right at you with a mixture of unpleasant expression. You stumbled backwards, and you felt the grip of your mind ease. The feeling of judgment still lingered, like their eyes were still piercing your soul. My apologies. I let my curiosity get the better of me. This was merely yesterday, to be sacrificed to a god with the sun directly over you, people cheering for your demise. How tragic. You had a pained expression on your face, unable to tell if the mirror's sympathetic tone was to mock you or not. Although I was locked away, safe inside after that, the invasion lasted longer than any I'd ever heard of. I could hear the combat from inside the castle walls. It was because of the invasion I'm still here today, strangely enough. The Lightkeeper had a plan in mind for you and your kingdom, one that the ritual to sacrifice you would have ruined. I suppose when you say it that way, I should be grateful to her. But what exactly does she have planned for me? What is to be my fate? The Lightkeeper desires many things. Taking your kingdom for her own is on top of that list of desires. I cannot say more than that, I'm afraid. I see. You know, you seem oddly calm for someone in your situation. Why is that? I have no choice. There is no time for rest or grief, no time for betrayal or hope. If I stop for even a moment, something horrible could happen. I need to focus on the task at hand. Something horrible could happen that is far out of control. As it has, and as it will again. Well, I simply need to take things one step at a time. Ensuring my safety should be priority as of now. Would you be so kind as to let me use the crystal now? You reached your hand near the top of the mirror, waiting for a response. Yes, I suppose you're proving yourself worthy. Very well, you may take it. You smiled gently, prying the beautiful gem from the frame of the mirror. You got a crystal. I'm assuming down here is the generator? Before you stands a stone tablet with 3 notches. Do you want... Yes? The crystals glowed, reflecting on iridescent light all throughout the dimly lit room. You watched in awe as sparks of magical energy came out the crystals, connecting to each other through beams of light. You noticed it was making a faint whirring sound that progressively got more powerful. You felt calm, serene, until you felt something grab onto your waist. You stared up at the towering dragon clutching tightly onto you as the whirring of the crystals grew louder and louder. You fool, what do you think you're doing? She yelled over the sounds of the crystals yanking your arm to pull you backwards away from the mechanism. You stumbled onto the ground. You're trying to go back? Do you have a death wish? Fine, if you won't stay here, then I'll just have to make you stay. Wait! You crashed to the floor with a thud. The Lightkeeper's grip on your arm only got tighter each passing moment. You snatched the cold mask from the Lightkeeper's face, disorientating her enough to weave your way out from underneath her. She looked completely bewildered and a tad flustered, nothing like the fearsome woman you had seen minutes prior. Darcy, listen to me. Darcy? You remember me? Darcy called out over the sounds of the magical mechanisms getting louder and louder. You turned around, frantically pushing the crystals down into the sockets with more force. All around you, the green beams of light twisted and contorted, forming the geometric patterns that shielded the surrounding lighthouse. Once the shield went up, the whirring calmed down and everything came to a standstill. You relaxed with a deep breath escaping your lips. You turned the security on? I thought surely you were trying to escape, weren't you? She took a few steps closer to you, speaking in a noticeably softer voice. Why in the divine's name would I do that? Well, I did kidnap you. I certainly didn't expect you to remember me either. Oh, Darcy, how could I ever forget the dragon who made my youth less lonely? Okay. You let out a light-hearted laugh. Truth be told, you felt like you were able to properly breathe for the first time since being captured here. There have always been tales of dragonfolk and princesses being at odds with each other, but for Darcy and yourself, the opposite was true. All those days sneaking off to meet you, I can never forget it, not in a million years. After you left, I never thought I'd see you properly again, especially with our divulging reputations. How could I just leave you there, after hearing what those despicable people plan to do to you? Just thinking about it makes my blood boil. Well, thankfully the magic here should protect us from outsiders for the time being. I'm sorry for chaining you up, Ellie. Yeah, why did you do that? This lighthouse isn't exactly the safest place to be. I promise, my princess, I'll make it up to you. Nothing will ever hurt you again. You felt a familiar cold hand caress your cheek gently. Oh. Any semblance of anger in Darcy was replaced by something much softer. Something much more loving. You had been with Darcy for a couple months now. The lighthouse was keeping you both safe inside, although you had been making plans to attempt to go further out past the sea. Are you almost ready, my princess? Darcy called out to you, standing off to the side, a bit awkwardly with her wings covering her face. You finished putting on your dress, adjusting your hair accessories ever so slightly. I think so. Just one more thing, and okay, you can look now. The dragon turned around, her wings falling back behind her as she smiled at you. Oh, okay. I was not expecting this. My darling, you look just as beautiful as I had always remembered you. I'm glad we were able to steal that dress back for you. You felt Darcy gently pull your face closer to hers, pressing her lips against yours. The feeling always gave you a spark, like an electric current shocked your entire body the second your lips connected, only to melt away into the happiest of feelings imaginable. You smiled as you pulled away from Darcy. Truthfully, you are much too kind. I give you my thanks for retrieving so many of my things. You looked down with a sadder smile, thinking back on everything you had to leave behind at home. All the people you loved, all the possessions you cherished. It is really no problem, I assure you. One day, I'll take back Lumien from these horrid rulers, and we will become the new ones in their stead. No more terrifying lighthouse, no more darkness, no more pain or suffering for you or for anyone undeserving. Anything and everything you could ever want will be at your fingertips. You look back at the Lightkeeper, who was holding you as if you were the most precious thing in this world. I think I already have everything I could ever want here with you. Huh. That was pretty cute. I was not expecting that ending of, like, I guess them being childhood friends and then becoming lovers. All right. All right. Well, that was very interesting, and I don't know how many other. I'm not gonna go through and play, I guess, all the rest of the bad ends because I'm sure there are more bad ends. You can see that for yourself by playing this game yourself. I don't know how many other different options there are, but yeah, this was pretty interesting. It was different than I expected it to be. I guess I should have known something gay was gonna be happening. Oh my gosh. Cause is this the same person that did that other game? Was it the Yandere Witch thing? I don't know. I don't remember. I'll type it in here if they are the same creator. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.